Hello, I am Nancy Paulos, and today I am going to carry out an exploratory data analysis of a data set. The data set that I am going to use is on student alcoholism, like you can see here, and it is basically going to be. I am going to do this on using Python on Jupyter Notebook. So first and foremost, we have to upload the data set into Jupyter Notebook. See if you can see, this is the link that the location of the file. I'm using a CSV file so that I'm able to use it here. So I'm going to run this. You have to wait a few seconds. Here I have imported pandas, numpy, seaborn and matplotlib. Okay, so as you can see, this data set has been uploaded. Now in the next column, we have to, in the next cell, we are finding the shape or dimensions of the matrix, of the data matrix, so that using df is the name of the data set, data frame. So that using df dot shape, we can find the dimensions of the data set. So here we can see the number of rows is 395 and number of columns is 33. Then to check the data types of the different attributes in the table, we have to, or the different columns in the table, we have to use this function, this command. Okay, so there again we see that for wherever we see object, it means object is string data type, while int 64 these are all integer data types. So you can see every single column name with its associated data type. After that, we start the process of data cleaning. Firstly, in data cleaning, we'll have to remove all the irrelevant columns. So as you can see, I have chosen columns like school address, family size, uh, parent status, mother and father's education, job. All these things are not very relevant for my data analysis, so I am going to remove these. And then df dot head 5 will give me the first 5 rows of the column. So this is how I got the first 5 rows, and as you can see, the columns number of columns have reduced and all the irrelevant columns are removed. Now again we see the dimensions of the matrix. Earlier we had 33 columns, now we have only 18 columns. Df dot describe, when we run df dot describe, we can see a certain number of other quantities that we have found, such as mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum. And then we can see there's the first quartile and second quartile also. So we can see that the mean, as you can for mean for as we can see that we get the mean for every column, then we get the minimum and the maximum also for it. So that we can get from df dot describe. Now we have to remove there are a lot of duplicate rows which are present in the data frame, so we have to remove that to reduce the time required for processing. So for that, we have to run this code, that is this one. So then we can see that. So now in my data set, there are no repeated rows, no duplicate rows, so I don't need to remove the duplicate rows. But in either case, if you have to remove duplicate rows, you have to use this df dot drop underscore duplicates option, this code. If you can use this is going to help you to remove duplicate rows, duplicates, dropping duplicates. Then to show the duplicate rows, you need to use this code again, df.count. We see that there are, to show that all of them have the same number of rows. So under every column there is the same number of rows, which means there are no duplicate rows. Then finding null values using this code, we can see that there are no null values, all are 0. So there we don't have to remove it anymore. Now I'm going to remove outliers. Outliers are the extreme points in any data set which are far from the mean, or where the most of the points lie. So to remove that, we first have to plot box plots of any given column. So we see that the box plot for daily alcohol consumption per week, so we find the DLC, that is for that row we find the box plot, and we see here the black dots over here are the outlier points, which are extreme points. From this is all the maximum number of points will be contained in this red box and near the whiskers, but whatever these are, the black points apart are the outliers. Now to find the first quartile, second quartile and the third quartile, we use this code here, right here. Okay, so we run that and we see that that means that first quartile is a point below which 25% of the data points are present. So the second quartile is below which 50% of the points are present, and that is the median. And third quartile is below which 75% of the points are present. So we see the first quartile, the second quartile and the third quartile are obtained here. I have run this code, so I got that. Now to drop the outliers, we need to use this code given here, this one. So I just run that, and as you can see, a lot of rows have got reduced. We had 395 rows here, as you can see, but here 290 rows are present now, because many of the rows have been dropped because they were outliers. Now we are going to conduct the data visualization, for which I have taken a few relevant questions to my data. So firstly, this is one, because my data involves students of a school who are indulging in alcoholism. The sex which sex indulges more in alcoholism? This is a very relevant question. So I am going to plot a graph over here, a pie graph. So to find so as you can see that the number of the percentage of female students is slightly more than the male students. So we can say that female students are more indulgent in alcoholism than in male students are. Then the second question is, what is the age group which is most affected by alcoholism? So for this I'm going to plot another dist plot. So using this we can just run it. So I got a histogram here. The histogram is a graph of students versus age. So we can just see that from the histogram, that even though the most afflicted age group is between 15 to 22 here, maximum number of students who are indulgent alcoholism would be between the ages of 15 and 18, because here the histogram has gone highest. Then again, since this is not enough, I plot another scatter plot which will give us even more detailed insight. So we see here this plot is a scatter plot of daily DALC, or daily alcohol consumption per week, and versus age of the students. And here we keep the yellow points depict the male students, and female students are depicted by the blue points. So we see that mostly as the age is increasing, the alcohol